In this live stream, we are going to get the cable management of our second $10,000 command center to the next level. We're gonna take it to the professional level because I noticed this case with little to no effort was looking already more professional when it comes to the cable management. Very easily, I just align all the cables here and I'm like, well, that already looks better than this case. Why is that? I haven't even tried too much here. I just connected the cables to, through the hole that makes sense depending on where the connectors are in the motherboard. And that's it. They were already here and it makes sense. So I'm like, what if I actually try to get these cables, to where they are supposed to be so it is perfect. I think I can get this to just perfect, like no competition level. Okay, of course, I'm not an expert, but I think it can get a lot better. So I was thinking, why is that? What's the difference between this case and this one? Well, the difference is where the power supply is. So I think, next time, if I ever need another case, I don't think, unless I'm building a third PC, I don't think I will ever need another case. These two cases are as good as I will ever need. But if I am ever going to consider buying another case or maybe giving advice to a friend to get a case, the main thing is where is the power supply and where I can hide the cables. Because in this case, this is the MAG Pano 110R PZ. The power supply is in a traditional place at the bottom of the case. So all the space that we have to hide the cables is in the basement of the case. And that makes a lot of sense. It makes the cable management really easy. All you have to do is tight your cables in a line and then just hide everything below here, and nobody's gonna notice that. And it's gonna be very easy to just get all this mess out if you need to change something or add another cable. But on this one, this is the where I have the 5090. That is the Pano, the MAG Pano 100L PZ. So this MSI uses the L for large, it seems, and the R for regular. So that's a bigger case, especially it is wider. But the biggest difference is this case has the power supply a lot higher on the case. It has the power supply over here. And it does have way more space on the back for cable management. And it does have two doors here to hide all the cables. So you don't have to worry about it. You just connect all the cables to the back of the power supply and you can hide them. You don't even need to do cable management. And maybe that is the purpose of that case. But if you want to open those doors and see something beautiful, it's actually very hard. Like I have no idea how to do a professional cable management on that case. To when you open it, it will be like, yeah, all the cables are aligned. Everything looks 90 degrees. You see what I'm saying? Oh, of course, I can go online and watch some videos and maybe get some ideas. But what I did in this case was a piece of art, because I have the power supply here with all the cables going this way. What I did was to, okay, cables coming this way and this way in the middle of the case. I had to create like a haircut, piece of art to get them looking beautiful. But I think it's way harder to achieve pro level cable management on this case. But it doesn't really matter because you can just hide them and it's not a big deal. But on this one, it just makes sense. For example, these cables that I just tied here, that doesn't make sense. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to lose this, and I'm gonna have these cables coming this way, and it's gonna go straight here and into the basement. And I'm just gonna try to organize this mess here a little bit better. And then I don't want to have all the bunch of cables in the basement like that. See, I want to be, organization. I want to be able to control, where the cables are in case that something stops working or I need to add another cable or something. And just to look at it. See, I want to, even when this is going to be close, nobody's going to be looking at it. I want to make sure that it is beautiful. Okay. So yeah, by the way, I noticed here it says HDD, like you can put a hard drive on the back here. The first time I noticed that. I'm not sure if that is if you don't have fans installed. I might check that out later. So yeah, I really like this case because it comes with the fans and it has a button to change the lighting. After installing Windows and just trying to get everything set up on this PC, I try to manage the RGB of the fans with the app of my motherboard. But the motherboard I have in this case is an Asus motherboard. So the MSI app to control this MSI controller with the fans doesn't work. I need the Asus software, and it didn't work for me. Okay, I tried and I'm like, okay, I give up, whatever. Don't care, just gonna turn it off. And I noticed that this case has a button in the front of the case to cycle through different colors and effects for the fans. And I'm like, thank you so much. Like I uninstalled immediately all the Asus apps and all of that stuff because it was not working well. And I'm just controlling the lighting of the fans with the button in front of the case. So if you just keep that button pressed, you can turn off all the lighting of the fans. And if you just keep pressing, you go through different colors and different effects. That is such a big deal. Okay. This case doesn't have that. The 100L doesn't have that. Now, on this case, I have an MSI motherboard, MSI fans, everything is MSI, the GPU is MSI. So through the same app, I can control everything, the speed of the fans, the lighting effects, absolutely everything. I can also control the CPU cooler because it's MSI. So it is definitely, of course, recommended to have the same brand. So you can just use one software and control everything. So I just wanted to share that with you. This is what some of the things that I've learned while building these PCs. So regardless if you're gonna buy an MSI case or a different case, I think the most important thing is, of course, can you fit the components you're gonna use? For example, I have a gigantic CPU cooler that I was concerned. I thought, well, that CPU cooler is not gonna fit here based on the papers, but it actually fits. I have the Noctua D15 NHD15 cooler, which is huge, and it actually fits here. That's absolutely incredible. So I was very happy about it. But I think when buying a case, you just need to, the main thing is make sure you can fit the components, of course, and make sure you know where's the power supply going and how you can hide the cables. That is if you care about cable management. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. Of course, if you have enough places to have your drives and all that stuff. And the fans, I think it is also kind of a big deal that the case comes with the fans if you care about not spending a lot of money on fans. Because if you get a case with no fans like this one, this is the 100L PC, no fans. The case is great, I love it, but the fans are so much more expensive than the case itself, like triple the price. So double or triple the price. So yeah, this case is $100. It comes with 4 fans, and discounted the other day was $20 off. So for $80, you get the entire case with 4 fans, with this controller that still has one more spot for another fan, and it has RGB too. So those are the things that I can share with you after having the experience of building these two PCs. So I hope the audio was good and you could hear me well. So I'm gonna read the comments now. Let me know if the stream is going good. I hope that was all clear. So yeah, we're gonna be getting this cable management to the next level on this stream, because I think I can. It's actually very easy on this case. We're gonna get it to a very, very good level. How's it going? Rose Mac. I'm gonna check out that reflex demo. I saw a video about it and it seems like it's not ready yet. It's somebody tried to reverse engineer and it's not working very well. That's why I didn't do a video about it. I saw a video from Daniel Owen and that's not working well yet. I don't think it's going to be representative of the final reflex tube working as intended. How's it going, Blady? Good night from Andorra. Oh wow, good night. Here is 4:32 p.m. Oh my, you have 2 PC builds. We have 2 $10,000 command centers. Okay, I have the 3080, 5800X3D, 32 gigabytes of RAM, 750 watts power supply here. The 3080 is 12 gigabytes. And here we have the 5090 with the 9800X3D and 1250 watts power supply. Enjoying my vacations, man. This is the best. I have literally nothing to do. Okay, I can do whatever I want. So I'm gonna spend my time on cable management. Isn't that living the good life? You have enough time to make sure that the cables on the back of your PC are perfectly aligned and they look beautiful. Okay, that's such a good life. That's my only challenge today, to get the cables looking good. That's it. No issues. That's a good life, man. 5000X3D and 3080, yes. That's this PC. Also, I have the Elgato capture card here, so I can record, without losing performance. I can record the performance of the second PC. Now, the thing is, what was disappointing for me was to realize that I cannot use HDR, because to capture, so far, maybe there is a way, I have to figure it out, but so far, unless I use a splitter or something else, I have to duplicate the monitors to capture the gameplay. And if I do that, I cannot use HDR. So I want to play. So if I'm doing a live stream and I want to play, I would never use the dual PC setup, because what I'm losing with a 5090 9800X3D PC, I'm losing 4 frames. That's it. It's not worth it. So unless I'm going to do like an accurate benchmark, let's say a brand new game comes out and I want to show you exactly what is the performance of that game with this PC. Yes, I'm gonna use the second PC with the capture card, but it has to be SDR. But at that point, you don't care about the HDR picture quality. You just care about the performance. But yeah, I was expecting to be able to use HDR, but let's see. Maybe there is a way. I have to figure it out. Yeah, that's what I do. Perfection. That's all I try to do. It's never happening. But I'm a musician. See, I'm a classical guitarist, so it's all about the detail. Okay, it's all about perfection, and it never happens. But we try. I almost cried when I built my PC, and the 4090 almost entered the case. Man, 49 is a huge GPU. You need to have a big case for that. Now, this case actually, on paper, is supposed to be able to fit up to 400 millimeters, I think it is, a GPU, which is bigger than this one by a little bit. This one is like 380, I think, or 360. I don't remember. But yeah, you see a 5090 here. It still has plenty of space, so it's not a problem. But yeah, this one, it would fit any GPU. I mean, it would fit the 5090. I actually already tried that. So yeah, the build is just a beast, and I really like how this one looks. So I'm going to get the cable management ready and all of that, and then at the end we're gonna get the peel off. And actually, I forgot to peel off the CPU cooler on this one. The screen has a peel. I forgot to peel that. I'll do it. Maybe I'll do a video final after the stream. Maybe I will do a video peeling off the case and the CPU cooler. Yeah, we have a $20,000 command center right now. Actually, let me tell you something. Let me show you this. My next challenge, because PC building is so fun for me. Let me tell you. My next challenge is I damage this CPU. This is the Ryzen 7 2700. You cannot play, you know, Unreal Engine games anymore with this CPU, but it is still a good CPU for a PC, just for work, you know, just for everything else that is not the top of the line AAA gaming. So I want to rescue this CPU. What happened is trying to put it and remove it and put it and remove it, because I was trying to update the BIOS of my B450 motherboard to fit the 5800X 3D, and it was not working. And going back and forth, what happened with this CPU, the 2700, is that the gigantic CPU cooler that I had, when I removed it, the CPU was glued to it, and I bent the pins of this CPU. So what I thought is, I'm going to find a needle, one of these needles that they use for, you know, to inject stuff. I'm gonna try to find one that fits the pins perfectly, so I can put them back into 90-degree angle. So if I can put them back to where they're supposed to go, maybe this is gonna work. I don't see why not. So I'll try to be very careful. So if I manage to fix this and it works, I will build a PC with my B450 motherboard, which I still have. This, I have the RAM. I have 16 gigabytes of RAM for that PC. And all I would need to buy is a power supply. So I'll just buy a small power supply. I'm not gonna put a big GPU, and buy a very small GPU for video output. And that PC, I do have the Chinese case that I was using before for my 3080. But let me tell you, I'm gonna give away that case on the marketplace or something, or sell it for $10 or something like that. There's no way I will ever build a PC on that case. No way. There's no going back. After you see you know, how much more comfortable it is to build a PC on a proper case, it's not worth my time. I don't want to spend time on building a PC on that Chinese case. That's so uncomfortable, so bad, so flimsy. No way. This case, discounted, is like $80. That's worth it for me. So I'm probably gonna buy this case. I'm not gonna ask MSI to send me a case for this PC. I'll buy it myself. So I'll probably buy the same case, or maybe maybe a case that's similar, but it's a little bit different, so I have more content for the channel. So it's not exactly the same case, so I have a different experience. But I will buy this one for that build. So that's gonna be the next PC build. Hopefully I can fix the CPU. Am I happy with the build? Happy is not enough, okay? Happy is not enough. I am over the moon with these, man. This is amazing. I could have never, dream of having a PC like this. This is the PC that I was. See, when I was in Cuba learning English, I was watching videos from Linus Tech Tip to learn English, and Linus is a master. He's just an absolute master of, speaking and the language. So I was listening to the same video of Linus, and watching it sometimes, hundreds of times, because that's all you have to do to learn a new language. You have to try to absorb all the sounds. So I was watching Linus Tech Tip, and he was building this kind of PC. So for me, I was like, man, I was in Cuba, and I was like, man, will I be able to get to the US to live the American dream? And that's not a given. It's like winning the lottery to be able to come here to the US from where I come from. It's better than winning the lottery. Because you win the lottery here, yes, that's gonna change your life, but you were already living in the US with all the opportunities. So I think it is a much bigger difference to go from Cuba to the US than to win the lottery here in the US. So I made it, and I'm here now, and I have the PC, the dream PC. So I'm beyond happy. I'm over the moon. And I look at it every day for inspiration. It looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing. Damn. So yeah, I'm very, very happy, man. My cables on my PC are very, very bad. If you've seen them, you're gonna scream of horror. Well, even my PC in Cuba, I had a 4770 Intel. The cable management of that PC was very good. I remember when I came here to the US and I still had my family in Cuba, they had an issue with the PC, and a technician had to go to figure it out, to fix it. And when he opened the case, he was like, wow, I've never seen a cable management like this on a PC like this. So he was blown away with it. A weird question. I do not know if you. Yeah, my family still is in the U.S. already. Yeah, I got them here. So they were in Cuba, but since 2 years ago they are here with me. So yeah, they're living the good life, man. I'm taking them. I have my family here in the U.S. and vacation mode. Just the only task is to enjoy. That's it. They're working off already. They don't have to work anymore. We have plenty to survive, and it's all about enjoying and living the American dream. That's it. I am working though. I do work, so they don't have to. So let's go. Let's get into it. Thanks for stopping by. This was like a quick unannounced stream. So I was thinking, what should I do today? Just keep playing games or going for trying to get this looking better. So I think I just want to get this perfect so I can make the video, peel this off, and get everything ready. Now, what I'm gonna do, again, this cable, this doesn't make sense. This cable's going this way here. That's not the way. That's not the way this should go. This, obviously, coming from here, these are the CPU power connectors. These are gonna be, I'm gonna get them here. And then from the bottom. Now the thing is, they already use the spots. Let me get the lighting. They already use the spots to cable manage these things. So I might have to remove that. And so I can use it myself. And they did it. So the case out of the box, it had these. It had already cable management for this controller right here. So I might have to remove that. Now the other thing is, this controller is actually, it's not straight. So I'm gonna try to, I think the problem is the screw was a screw with that bent. So I have to be careful because there's a capacitor here. I don't want to break it, but I'm going to remove this for a moment to see if I can make it straight. So I have it loose. Yes. See, that was not, see, that was going down like that. So now I'm making it straight. So yeah, that was something I didn't like. So that's the first thing we're fixing. It's a small detail, but I think it is I think it is worth fixing. That's it. That's it. So now I'm gonna get these loose. I'm gonna get these loose here. I have more of these too. So I got more of these. I have two more over here. And I have a bunch of zip ties too. See how can I get these loose? I have this very tight. I have to move it to find the. There it is. That's it. We got these. So that was looking good already. I just want to take it to the next level to make it look pro. So this should be long enough to come over here. Now let me remove these. It's gonna be better. I'm not sure if it's going to reach all the way down, but let's see. I have to get all this mess from the basement. I have a bunch of cables hidden here in the basement. I'm gonna figure that out too. I want these to be very, very well organized. I think if you buy a pre-built PC, I think that's what you're paying for. Actually, you're paying for a very, very well done cable management. Hopefully, I don't think they're gonna just throw the cables whatever. You're paying like $500 usually on top of whatever the components cost for the, you know, the ease of not having to build a PC, but that's part of the fun of PC gaming. So I would highly recommend you to buy the components and do this yourself because it's a lot of fun. It makes you happier. It makes you happier about having a PC, having a gaming PC, because you build it yourself. This one is gonna go over this way too. This. Of course, this is gonna take some patience. Let me go. It's gonna take some patience and some care. That's what this is all about. So now let's see if this cable should reach, if I hide it this way, should reach. Yeah, this is the power. So this is the power for this controller, where all the fans are. I really like the case coming with this controller already installed and with the cable management done too. We got these. So this drive is already connected, but I can maybe disconnect it to, yeah, I'm gonna disconnect it from here so I can have more space for, see if you can see that one. Get this. So I have the chat here, so if you drop any questions or any comments, I can see it. And I have the chat here pretty close to me. So I'm gonna unplug this SATA cable to get it out of this mess. And I will connect it at the end once I decide what to do with it. Now, I think I'm going to get rid of this USB-C super fast speed cable because it is huge and I cannot use it. See, this cable, my motherboard, I have an X570 Asus stuff. It doesn't have the super fast USB-C 20G port. So this is a very long, huge cable that is doing nothing. I'm gonna remove it. How's it going, George? So I'm going to remove that cable from the front of the case. It shouldn't be that hard. I can see it here. Let's see if I can just pull it off and remove it. I guess it should be removable. I don't think it's gonna be soldered at the bottom of the case. Let me check. Yeah, it should be removable. Let me know if it is not removable. I don't want to break it, but I'm looking at it from here, and this should be removable. Very hard to reach because my hand is wide. Looking at it, oh, maybe it is. I think it is connected this way, so I should be able to just use the cable and disconnect it. I'm not 100% sure if I can disconnect that. Let me do a quick search. If you know, let me know. I'm trying to disconnect. Let's see if I can disconnect this huge USB-C cable because I don't need it. But I'm not sure if I can remove it. Let me do a quick search to see if this can be removed. Otherwise, let me know if you already know. I'll do a quick search here. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to ask ChatGPT because if you just do a quick Google search, that's not gonna show. I'm gonna go ChatGPT. Let's see. Oh, there's also a Corsair case that's called the same. Huh. So I have to specify. I thought I didn't have to specify that. Huh. There's an MSI MAG 110R and there's a Corsair MAG 110R PZ. Exactly the same name. That is so weird. Why would that be the case? Is it the same case with the same thing? Just a different... Maybe both cases coming from the same factory, just changing the... yeah, you can just remove it. Oh, wait. Oh, no. You cannot remove it. It is soldered. Oh. Oh, wow. You cannot remove it. No. It was looking like a connector. Let me see. That is weird. Oh, okay. Well, man, it doesn't work. You cannot remove it like that. Good to know. I was about to just apply some force. The only thing I know is that I do not know nothing. Apparently DDR5 RAM just became crazy expensive overnight. Well, it was already expensive when I got it. I spent like 200 and... How much was it? Like $260? I thought that was expensive. But yeah, I saw some videos that it was gonna get even more expensive. So I'm glad I jumped on it before. Well, actually, no, I cannot remove it, it seems. That's weird because it looks like a connector. But no, it seems like it is soldered. Well, that's fine. I mean, it's not an ugly cable anyway. That's fine. I'll figure it out how to hide it. Okay. So we have to figure out all these cables. I want to have them together in a single mess. Let me see. Oh, these are coming from here. So they separated these. Okay, so this, I'm gonna get rid of this here because I'm gonna hide them. All of them going this way or all of them going this way. Yes, I'm gonna get rid of these zip ties here and here. I'm gonna go for more zip ties. How's it going, Zamir? So you just started playing Remember Me? Yeah, of course. Yesterday I was streaming the whole day. The entire day. Professional streamer. We're becoming a professional streamer. See where I have all the zip ties. I think I have them. I have so many boxes. Because I don't throw away any box. Just in case I need to move. I want to have all the boxes. Let's see. found all my zip ties. It came here. All right, so I have, see how many I have. Let me see how is my zip ties budget. I'm sure I have more. Well, here I have 3. I'm sure I have more somewhere. Well, with 3. Oh, but I also have these. Actually, I think these are not for, I don't think this comes with a case. This is not for cable management. I think this is, no, I'm sure because I'm looking at it. These are replacement for the mechanism that ties together all the panels. So in this case, all the panels come off easily. So all the panels, the front, the side. So this plastic is what is behind, so the knob that the panels have clicks on it. So these are just replacement. It's not for cable management. So I'm gonna have to find more zip ties. So I'm gonna remove these. We have 1, 2. I'm gonna remove these 2 at least. I'm gonna have to find more. That's fine for now. Okay, so let me find my scissors so I don't break anything here. Well, I think I can just try to be careful with these. I'm very careful. I don't want to break. I don't want to break anything with these. But I have my scissors upstairs. Let me see how dangerous would that be. Oh, I don't want to risk it, man. Let me go for my scissors upstairs. If I cut the cable, can you imagine that? Trying to do cable management, just cut the whole thing. No, let me go for my scissors. Got two scissors. This is from my machine to cut my hair, and this one is for the kitchen. I think this one is stronger. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this one because this is right in the middle. This one looks ugly. It's just a mess right at the center. I don't want to see that. Boom. We got rid of these. Now I'm gonna get rid of this because I'm gonna hide it better. Gonna hide it better. This is the one that comes with the case, but what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna have all of them coming this way. So I'm gonna use that, and I'll put a scissor there. I'll put a zip tie here. But I need to remove this so I can put all of them through here. Or maybe all of them through here. So I have to... It's good. Well, now... Let's see what else. I like this contraction here. That one can stay. Let's see. I'll open up. Actually, I do have the MSI ones, so I want all of them to be the same. These are from the power supply. These are Z-Sonic ones. I'm gonna use. Although I can just hide the brand. That's it. But I'll remove it. I'll make it better. I'll make it better. Or I could use these for the side. I don't like to use these plastic things because once you put them, that's it. You have to cut them and throw them away. I prefer if I can use this kind of stuff because I can always remove it and put them back. How's it going, Volinets from Ukraine? Hope everything is going well there, man. I wish you the best. Let's go. Okay. So we have this bunch of cables coming from here. So I think it would make sense if I can just get all this mess this way. And this is a very long, these cables are, let's see how many of these we have here. So this one, that's okay, I can have these coming this way from here and these coming this way. Let's see this one. Yeah, that makes sense. It's gonna be like that, like this. So all of this gonna go this way. I'll put zip ties later. I'm gonna make sure first that it reaches. These cables are not too long, so I'm not gonna be able to have these long cables all the way down, but it would be okay if it is like here. Let me what is this? Oh, I'm sorry. When my head is in the way, the camera gets out of focus. Let me get this. Give you this angle better. Then I move my. That's better. I suppose we have the same or similar. Okay, let's see. I'm slaving Heroian Slava. So you're from Ukraine or Spain? So we have people from Russia, Ukraine, Spain. We have people from the US. How's it going, Geralt? I'm doing great. Having a relaxed time right now. Getting these cables to be absolutely beautiful and organized and functional. So this one I have here is for that extra GPU cable. I think. Let me check. Yeah, this is for the, yeah, this is the only. So I'm using a single 8-pin connector for the GPU. It is this one right here. Let me make sure. Can't see this. Yeah. Me. Oops. Yeah. So I'm using a single 8-pin for the GPU because this one has two. So it's a single cable that has two 8-pin on the other end. So that one's not going anywhere. So this one is gonna go this way. Yeah, it's gonna work well. It's gonna reach well. It's gonna block the power supply branding there. That's okay. This one would be hidden here. Actually, I need this to reach. Actually, I need this to reach the drive. So it has to stay over here. So I think if I do this, I'm gonna have a bunch of cables right here that are going to be visible. But that's okay, I can just use one of these to put them together. I think it's gonna be cleaner to have this open here so you can. So also, I don't want any cable to be touching any of the components of the back of the motherboard. Let me reduce the brightness. This is too much. It's clipping. So yeah, I think this is gonna be the configuration I'm gonna be using. A little bit more. You can try the mod for Batman Arkham Knight for DLSS and RTX, etc. So there's a mod for DLSS. Is that OptiScaler or? Oh wow, that's what that game needs. I'm definitely gonna try that. That's the only thing that game needs really. Higher resolution textures. Someone told me there was a higher resolution textures mod. So I need that. and DLSS, that will be perfect. Okay, so will be, I think I'm gonna keep this one hidden below the basement of the case. And these are gonna come this way. This is gonna come this way. Together here. So all these are gonna come together. Now let me organize these a little bit better. It's a mess right here. Make it a little bit more organized. Yeah, this is my this is my 3080 PC. Some people might think, well, why are you giving it so much love? You have a 5090. I give love to everything I have. I appreciate. I am grateful every day for all my stuff. So I'm still gonna give my 3080 PC a lot of love. I'll keep it clean. I'll get the cable management looking as good as I can. That 3080 served me well. It's been a lot of hours of heavy gaming. A lot of Unreal Engine 5 suffering. Get these out of the way for now. So I'm gonna figure out this contraction here. So I think the best strategy is to start putting cables together and start making them tight. And then if we need to add more to the contraction, we do. So all of these can go together. And I want to have them together with one of these. One of these. And I'm gonna hold it. So the case has multiple places to hold these. I think I'm gonna use, we have one here that's being used, one here. I think the best one is right here. I'm not sure if this fits. Oh, this fits right here. Fits. I'm gonna go through this hole. If I do here, the thing is I need one high, so I can't tight these Hmm. So you got, okay, let's see. I'm still playing Hell is Awesome. We did a stream yesterday. I'll keep streaming it. I think that's the best game for streaming because it has the hard puzzles and bunch of secrets. I really like it for streaming. I think I enjoy more the game streaming it than playing it myself. So I'm gonna stream that for sure. And there's also a VR mod for Batman Arkham Knight. I wanna definitely try that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try that. So I have not tried VR with the 5090 yet, but I will. Because I was definitely struggling to get the performance for VR with the 3080. VR is very demanding. It's almost 2x or probably 2x as demanding, and you need a very high resolution. So after I figured out VR with my Quest 2, my next thing would be to try to find a high-end VR headset. So the DLSS mod for Batman Arkham Knight is DLSS 1. If it's DLSS 1, it might not be that great. I might just turn it off and just increase the resolution. Just brute force the getting rid of the anti-aliasing with DLDSR. You get cable mod cables for my build, so TD, even my CPU cables are combined to 2x 8-pin bridge cable. Yeah, I know most of all the professional builds that I've seen, they are using extension cables and mods and all of that. But, I'm sure it works and it is safe, but the more cables you add, the more likely to have issues. Definitely for the GPU, I would not use any extra extension for beauty, because that GPU is gonna explode. It's gonna melt. So I don't want to have any issues because of beauty. See, I wanted to make it look as good as possible, but without risk. Yeah, the DLSS, the old version is. I thought you were talking about. DLSS 4. That would be amazing. DLSS 4 for Batman Arkham Knight. That game already looks very sharp with minor aliasing. So a cable mod is not an extension. They are custom cables that replace the power supply cable. Okay. So it has to be specifically, so you have to buy the cable mods that fit specifically the brand of the power supply you're buying, because some power supplies they have different cables, and even if it looks the same, the internal wiring is different. So we have to be very careful with that. But I'm sure you did your research and got the one that works. Okay, so for this one at the top, I think this is okay. Just need to hide the branding. So we have one spot here. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have that one in the air. That's fine. Let me try. Let me try this. It's a brand new MSI zip tie. I don't know how to call these. Are these zip ties or sticky something? I don't know what's the name of this is. Could. Where's the MSI logo? I think I have to do it the other way. Good. So now, this one is floating. I'll get it tight. I'll get them tight below this one. Snug to our fan cables have these colorful wires that you have to try to hide with this black cover here, so they don't look ugly. I think that was the right call. I'm gonna have all of them hidden here. And now with these, I'm gonna actually go get them tight. Like this, just like that. Yep, that looks good. I like it. Make this tight. Now wait, I'm ignoring this big cable. I think this cable, I'm just gonna hide it in the basement. There's no reason to have this cable here. I'm just gonna hide it in the basement. It's gonna make everything so much more cleaner. Oh wait, I am missing some of these. Who is the best? Who do you think is the best YouTuber doing the PC builds? Jay's 2 cents, Paul's Hardware, Bitwits. Oh, Linus probably. Linus has like a super professional next level PC builder in his team, but it might not be him. Linus doesn't have time for this. That's for sure. Yeah, the first Batman games, you cannot play them on the 5090. Nope. The 4090 is gonna be the best for that. Because PhysX 32 bits doesn't work well. So the best PC build is me. Okay. So that's it. That's all I needed to hear. From now on, I'm the GOAT of PC building. At least I might be the one who puts more time on it. If that counts. Yeah, this one's gonna be beautiful. Just need to move this because it's tight. It's harder to move. I want that MSI logo to be there. See if I can have. Let me remove the panel here. So now I can have access. This one. There you go. Now this, try to hide this. piece. Huh, this cable is right. Why is this cable like this? Let's see, where is this cable? Oh, I can just move it. This is the addressable RGB cable. I think I'm gonna have to remove it to put it underneath. I'll remove it so I can. Oh. Remove it so I can hide it. I think I'm gonna have to. Oh, wait. Just like that. Oh, wow. George got a second GPU for PhysX. He called his build the Deprecation 5000. NVIDIA deprecated PhysX. What a terrible idea. I think that's bad. It's really bad. Because then people are gonna think, oh, are you gonna deprecate ray tracing too? What about all this marketing? Was that all marketing BS at the end? I think we know ray tracing is going to be the future, but PhysX was supposed to be the future too. And they deprecated it. So it was all a gimmick at the end. But I think it was very good. The thing is, to actually run those PhysX games, you need a PC from today. And finally, when we have the power to run it, it's deprecated. So it was never useful because it was so demanding. That's the problem. I have to do this again. Let me go through. Sometimes for one cable, you have to redo it. This addressable RGB connector is so fragile. Have to be very careful aligning the hole with the pins. It's 3 pins that are very thin. And I only have one port on this Asus motherboard. A single addressable RGB pin in the entire motherboard. So if I mess it up, the RGB of this PC is dead. It's a brick. We got it. We got it. So now that we fixed that, everything should line up. Oops, sorry. I think I hit the... I'm completely serious. Digital Foundry did a video on this long time ago. I've tested myself. It's like trying to run RT without RT cores. Yeah. If you turn off PhysX, the game... yeah, without PhysX, those games run very fast. But even with your dedicated PhysX GPU, it's still very hard to run, right? I think the GPU, the main GPU, is still not hitting 100% utilization, and you cannot run the games over 144 frames. So it's not like you're gonna get 200 frames with PhysX enabled, even if you have a second GPU, right? So the performance goes down significantly from what I've seen. So PhysX is still very demanding. Even if you have a second GPU, it is CPU bound too. So it's very heavy, even if the CPU is not doing the PhysX. Because it would make sense to, if you have a dedicated GPU for PhysX, it would make sense for it to run very fast. Like if you're getting 200 FPS without PhysX, and you turn it on, but the PhysX is done by the second GPU, you should keep your 200 FPS, but that's not the case. That is not the case. It seems like the CPU is still very, very much working on it. Let me get this situation here figured out. Erase this. That's better. Okay, so Shara works well, but yes, I agree, it's not the same. Yep. NVIDIA deprecated PhysX, and it was they announced it a while back before people realize, and it was like you know, in writing, and people didn't pay attention to it too much until they realized, wait a minute, my brand new RTX 5000 that it can predict the future and all of that, it cannot play PhysX games? What? No, it cannot. We deprecated that. So you can no longer play those games with PhysX. It has been deprecated. But the thing is, are you gonna just return your super fast GPU because of that? Nah. It's only on a couple games that are very old already. Metro Last Light, probably one of the best examples. What is the best looking PhysX 32-bit game? Mafia 2? I don't think so. Mafia 2, the textures are very low res. Probably Metro Last Light, right? And at this point, most people finish those games already, so Nvidia got away with it, as always. I think I have to develop a technique to put this together. Have to have these behind it. Behind the thick cable. I'm sure there's a better technique for this. Well, I think I figured it out. So I have to get some space like this. Do it here. And then from here. I got it. So I'm gonna do it from here, and then I'll put it in the back. I'll put it through the hole at the end. Get it here very tight. And now put it through these. I got the system, so the next one is gonna be a lot smoother. got it. Perfect. Very nice. Now I just need to figure out this one at the top. Because now this one looks like it is loose. Good thing I'm sure everything works already. Otherwise, if there's something that doesn't work, I would have to redo these. Get these looking. Let me look from the front. Just to make sure it looks good from the front too. I think I'm gonna do it from here. Better to. I think I need to tight this somewhere. Maybe here. I don't want it to be at an angle. To be like this. Got it. Beautiful. Now, just gonna get it like this and make sure it looks good from the front too. In case I need to. Yep. Good. All right. Let's see. We're going good. Yeah, native TAA is so bad. Native TAA is terrible. The thing is, because TAA does a good job in reducing the aliasing, I think they started to lower more and more the internal resolution of the games. And that's where the problem comes from. That's where all the blurriness comes from. Because I'm sure if you apply TAA to Batman Arkham Knight, it's not terrible. Actually, that's what the game is doing. When you turn on anti-aliasing, I think that's TAA. I'm not sure. It looks kind of blurry, but it's not terrible because the base game is actually good. Like, it's not super blurry. But then what these developers and the engines, what they did was, okay, well, TAA does a good job, let's abuse it. So then we have this temporal smearing abuse that looks terrible. Make sure this is tight. This is tight. It's going. When I get this in. Nice. This is going very well. But this part is gonna be easy. This part is done. I don't even need this center one actually. I can get away with just this one here. Let's see. Or maybe not, because I might use this one and then remove this one. Actually, this one I'm gonna. Oh, here's the technique. You have to make sure this is where you want it, and then from there you have to go. Not move it. Yeah, I think after I do this like 20 times, after building like 20 PCs, I should have a lot more skills doing this. So if I get a job right now as in one of these companies building pre-builds, after a month I should be pretty good. Of course. But I don't think they're gonna put the love that I put into it. And that's the most important thing. It's like mom's food. See, mom's food is always gonna be better than any restaurant, right? Because she's gonna put the love. You're not gonna find that anywhere. It's the best food in the world. So anything you do with love is gonna be better. Far superior. to, yeah, I think what I have to do is do that at the end. I need to get this tight first, and then at the end, I put it through the hole. So need to do this first. Make it very tight. That's good. After that, we go through sometimes it's hard to put it through the hole. There you go. Man, that was hard. And George got a 3050, 6 gigabytes as a second GPU. And now he can finally play Batman 1 on his 5090 with PhysX enabled all the way up. What a beautiful thing. Thanks, Jensen, for deprecating PhysX. The 5090 was not enough. We had to buy a second GPU. Thank you so much. What an amazing thing. That's very tight. I like it. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And we just have one more to go, and this one should be pretty easy. Now let's see if there's anything else. Oh, this one I'm gonna hide it on the basement. This USB-C is gonna be free on the basement with nothing to do, just being there, because this motherboard doesn't have that port. This is an X570 motherboard that doesn't have that. The new B850 motherboard that I got does have that. So the USB-C in the front of the case is actually faster. It's 20G. It's faster than the ones on the back of the motherboard. They are 10G. So it's twice as fast. Thanks to this cable that comes with these cases. So the front panel of the case is actually, you know, very advanced. You have a lot of speed. Let's see. That's it. So we only have this SATA cable and oh no, this is not SATA cable. This is for the front panel. So this is gonna be leaving free on the basement too. That's it. So I'm gonna do the same for this one. It's gonna be it's not gonna be even necessary, but just to very clean. This is gonna look very, very clean with just one cable here hidden. It's gonna be very clean. Pro level. This part right here is gonna be pro. Now I just need to get it through this hole. It's the tough part because I have the GPU there. I cannot help myself from the front. So hopefully we can. Oh, there you go. Got it. Perfect. Got this single cable looking straight, very clean. Nothing else behind it. Everything is hidden. This contraction here, it's just art. Look at that. Just need to align this logo here. That's it. Just perfect. Look at that. Just like professional $10,000 PC build command center. I wouldn't do this for $1,000. If you pay me, I would not do this job for $1,000. This is pure love. Just for myself, okay? Not for everyone else. Oh man. The 5090 is like drugs. There's no stepping back from that. 5090 is a lot of fun. I was even playing yesterday a broken game on a 5090. Hell is us. It runs like a virus. It's a good game. Okay, so we have now these cables coming from the front panel of the case. Okay, so now we have to figure out this part. So this is already done. It's perfect. Looks amazing. Just beautiful. Now I need to figure out the right side, this part right here. So let's see. Let me get the lighting. This angle. Yeah, so we can see that part better. Maybe another way. Let's go. Runs like a virus. We suffer for the 5090 even with the lack of physics. Yeah, there's a lot of pain and suffering involved with the 5090. That's what Jensen wants. That's what he wishes us. Jensen wishes upon us plenty of pain and suffering, because he says that nothing that we have accomplished in life that has been great was easy to do. So we have to go through a lot of pain and suffering. So he welcomes you. He tells you, welcome to NVIDIA. I wish you plenty of pain and suffering. Okay, let's see. We are using here a zip tie that is loose for this thing. And it is a good idea, but I need to use the zip tie myself, so I'm gonna have to kill that one. So I have 3 zip ties. 1, 2, and 3. So I have exactly the amount of zip ties that I need to redo this with more cables. Or I might not use any zip ties. I might just use these. So I have 1 and 2. Yeah, I might use these. Okay, so let me get rid of these zip ties. I can get you closer here, so you see it with detail. Check that out, man. Look at that. Yes, a single straight line. Absolutely next level. Now we're gonna get into detail on this part. You have no car, no wife, no kids, no home. Let's go. That's the way. It's gaming. It's pure gaming bliss, man. 5090, 7800X 3D. It's just pure gaming bliss until you turn on ray tracing. Now, ray tracing looks very good. Indiana Jones looks amazing with path tracing. Absolutely incredible, but very hard to run. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut these plastic zip ties. Try to make sure I don't cut the cable. That would be catastrophic. Oh, this one is easy. That's an easy one. That was a factory zip tie. Came with a case. Very good idea. I think they did a great job, but I want to use the same to put my own cables through there. I want to have all these cables going here. So this is going to be the most important contraction. For this cable management. All of these are going to come this way together. Very nice, like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use one of these. and I use one of these. This is from my Seasonic power supply. So you can see here, Seasonic. So I'm gonna use that instead, because I don't like the plastic zip ties, because you have to break them and throw them away every time you make a mistake or something. So I want to be able to go back and forth. So this is a better idea. Still loose. It needed to be tighter. Want this to be very tight. Let me tell you, this, without a doubt, this is gonna be much better cable management than the 5090 PC. It's not gonna be even close. And it's because of the design of this case. It's more traditional with the power supply at the basement of the case. The reason why most cases are like that is for a good reason. Now the new case, the other case, looks great from the front, not having the basement. But when you open the doors, it's harder to get the power, to get the cable management like this, I think. I'm sure it's possible, but I don't know how. This one is more intuitive to get the cable management perfect. Great. I like it. This is kind of looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Trying to make sure everything is well connected. Oh man, that was good. That was really good. So I'm gonna do the same with the other. probably just I'll do it. I'll remove these. That's fine, man. I think I can try to maybe. Let me see if there's another. I'm gonna have to remove these, at least this one. Yeah, I'm gonna remove this one. The plastic zip tie that's underneath this way. This one. Make sure I don't cut the cable. It's very important. I don't want to cut the cable and break it. So I'm gonna try to make sure I see what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it from here. Probably need a smaller scissor to be safer. So this is what I have. You could not cut that black nylon on the cables off to make them thinner. Which black nylon? The black nylon? Oh no, that would be catastrophic. That is the original power supply cable. That's how they are for insulation. This is nice. And the thing is, this is full of cables inside here. It's actually tight. That makes it look better, I think. Just being careful with this one because it is very tight. There you go. It's very tight and I don't want to cut the cable. Get these. Where is it? Oh, here it is. And now I'm gonna use these. Seasonic will be this way. Got it. So good thing is that these have the thin end. Makes it easier to get it through the hole. Maybe that's the reason why it's like that. There you go. it's looking. It's gonna look great, man. This is gonna look pro. How do I see how? Try to get all them here to hide this. This one is hard to get very tight, but it'll be fine. Like this. Just need to move it. Just need to rotate it a little bit. That's it. Perfect. So now, for the last one, I think I need that last one so it holds in here. Definitely need that. Now I'm missing, so I might have to use these. Might have to use one of these for here. That's okay. Let me remove the one that's in here first. Show you this way. So I'm trying to remove this one. The king of motion blur. The Spanish king of TAA. Who likes TAA here? Oh, ban. Should I ban? If someone drops a comment, hey, you know, I like TAA, you're banned. We don't want you in this community. You know, I'm a big fan of chromatic aberration and TAA and ray tracing and 30 FPS gaming, and you're gone. I want to see you again. Go to Digital Foundry. No, I think it's understandable. Digital Foundry has more respect for the creator's intent because they know developers and they, you know, they communicate with them. So it's understandable. But if I communicate with the developers, I will let them know that film grain, chromatic aberration, lens distortion, all this blur, it actually sucks. And we would be better off if they never use them again, please. Just eliminate that completely. And gaming would be a much better, would be in a much better place. Thank you very much. I don't want to see all that blur. We get $10,000 command center PCs to get rid of the blur, not to blur everything. Okay, so now I'm gonna get these going this way. I think I'm gonna have to go this way. Okay, we got this. Okay, so now the thing with this is I cannot make a mistake, because then there's no way to fix it. You have to break it and then use a new one. Okay, so now I'm going to make these tight. Make everything tight here. This is called a zip tie for a good reason. I wish this was straight. I'm gonna go. Let me look at it from the front to make sure. Yeah, that's beautiful. I want to make it super tight, so I don't want to damage the cables. It's tight enough. Yeah, it's tight enough. Get rid of this excess. I'm gonna hide it. if I can hide it maybe this way. Yeah. Beautiful. Look at that. Just perfect. I'm just gonna work on. There's only one thing I don't like here. It's kind of, cable is kind of crooked, a little bit crooked. Just want to make it straight. Make it more straight. Okay, like that. Nice. I can try to hide it like this. I think this is. Nice. So now I just need to connect the drive. Make sure. Connect the drive. Check out the $10,000 command center. So we have a $10,000 command center and another $10,000 command center. Jensen will be proud of me. So now, just need to figure out this bottom contraction. Yeah, that's the only issue. These cables are not reaching, but well, is there a way to maybe so I'm gonna hold all of these here. Now I need to reach, so this cable needs to go, let me have it going underneath these. So this is the power for the controller. This one needs to go here. That's okay, I don't need to connect it now. This one needs to be free, so I can connect it here. So I'm gonna tie it. And I make all this contraction tight. And I think I run out of beautiful zip ties. Unless I have, yeah, I don't have more. Do I have more of these MSI ones? Maybe on the other case. See, I definitely don't have more here. I don't have more here. Let me check. Because I don't want to have to use one of these. This is not. Maybe I can. This is fine. Oh, this cable is the one for the GPU. I think what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hide this cable in the basement. This is not necessary to be here. So I'm gonna go this way. This cable. This is the GPU power. It's gonna go by itself. It's gonna be alone in the basement. There you go. So we fixed that one. Now it can be free inside the basement. No problem with that. Oh, this is looking better now. Try to keep it close here. Let's see if there's any other. Yeah, there's this one I can use here at the bottom to hold these a little bit more. So they are at least coming this way. But the zip tie is gonna look ugly. If it's not tight, it's gonna look ugly. I guess that's fine. I can keep them like that freely. It's okay. I have to use this here. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Not the prettiest thing. But the cable is not long enough, otherwise I would touch the bottom. But these two cables are gonna have to be there. That's fine. Nothing's perfect. We try our best. Now this thing. Now what everyone does, I think even the pros, the cables that are like these extra, they just throw it in the basement. But what I want is, I don't want any cable to be overlapping like this, so I want to have this cable go in. How tough would that be? Let's see how tough it would be to remove this cable. Let's see, what is this? Oh no, that's for the front panel. I don't want to mess with that right now. That's okay. I don't want to have these. I have to. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Yeah, so I think the rest of the cables will be fine. On the basement. At least they are all organized. Nothing is overlapping. That's good. So I'm gonna connect the drive. This goes for these. We look at it. It's right here, the right side. Didn't hear the click. That's good. And now this will go on the basement like this. this one. So we'll go. No, this curve goes here. That's good. And all these can go hidden in the basement. Let me connect the SATA. This SATA is gonna go below, so it doesn't interfere with anything here. When I hear the click, that's good. Click. And I think the command center is almost done. I just need to peel it off. Let me see this. Okay, we got 20 in the chat. You know what? I was gonna make a video. The thing is, I need to make a video. I think I need to make a video about this case. I don't want to just finish it here and then not talk about it again. I think this case, being able to fit the gigantic Noctua cooler is definitely, people need to know. People need to know this case can actually fit that. Because if I were to buy this case myself, that would be such a concern. I would not buy it thinking, oh, it's not gonna fit my CPU cooler. And I search on the internet and you cannot find that information anywhere. There's no proof anywhere on the internet that this case would fit my CPU cooler. And people need to know. If you have a low profile RAM, yes, you can. It fits like a glove. Just perfect. So people need to know that. I have to make a video about it. And on that video, then I'll peel off the... I'm gonna peel it off. Gonna get all these hidden in the basement. The basement is organized. It's not an absolute mess. Everything is very, very well organized. I know where everything goes. Beautiful. So maybe, yeah, I'm gonna put this cable behind this. Yeah, I'm gonna put that cable behind. So for that, I need to go this way. Yeah, I think it's gonna look better. Beautiful. Just look at that. Everything is so organized. This cable management is way better, way closer to the highest level than the 5090 PC. Why? Because this case has the power supply in the basement, and it just makes more sense for cable management. Makes it way easier. Having the power supply here, then you have all the cables here. It's so hard to get them perfect like this. So hard. I had to do a piece of art on the back of that case. But this one, just makes more sense for the cable management. Look at that. Woof. That is fire, man. I'm gonna show you. Plasma TV for cable management. Yeah, 5090 looks amazing. The 5090 PC looks amazing, but I'm talking about the cable management in the back. Look at this. This is pro. This is pro. Look at that. Woo! So clean. So clean. Unbelievable. This one is way cleaner. And here everything is organized. It's not that, it's not that I had to throw everything in there to close the cable, to close the case. Now this is beautiful. I mean, I'm not saying otherwise, okay? This is, whew. I love this thing. But the back of the case for the cable management is harder on this PC. It's harder. Oh, you're getting the reflections there, but I'll show you again. Now once, let me see if I can move this. If I move this thing, so you don't see the reflection. If I move it, you see more the reflection. You have to move it this way. From here. Whew, I love this, of course. But yeah, this one's gonna look pretty good. Let me show you the front. I'll show you the front. Yeah, it's a gold PC. That's why I like the colors. So I tweaked the colors with the RGB values to make it look like gold. I did it on purpose. It's a gold PC. If MSI send me for free, maybe I use them too, like Ariel. Oh man. It's a golden PC. Let me show you the front. Let me get this Caesar out of the way. Now let me tell you, I was initially with this case, I was concerned because if I cannot fit my big CPU cooler, that would be, oh man, that would be disappointing. But now that I can fit this monster cooler here, oh man, look at that. I love it. Actually, I'm gonna turn it on to show you the RGB here too, because we have RGB on this case. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you a shot of the double $10,000 PC command center. I'm gonna show you the RGB. I'm gonna turn it on and show you that goodness. Now let me tell you, this case would also fit 3 more fans here at the bottom. I'm not going to go there because I'm using the anti-sag bracket from my 5090 for the 3080. It's not doing too much here. It's actually kind of, let me see. It's not doing too much. Let me adjust it. Let me adjust it. Make sure it does something. Let's get it a little bit higher, just one more step. There you go. I think that might be too much. Might be too much. That's good. So there's an anti-sag bracket because this GPU is kind of crooked. This 38 is a little bit crooked. You can see from here to here is actually crooked. The PCB is bent a little bit. It's warped. Yeah, Ben was the MVP. Bro managed to brick the 5090 twice. We did brick the 5090. We got no signal on day one. Because we tried to update the BIOS and something went wrong, or I don't know. We brick it. But hopefully we were able to fix it. Letting go of perfection is where perfection begins. Thanks them, I fixed my problem. It was like 4 or 5 hours to it, trying to a lot of things. Getting blue screens. Oh yeah, I got a lot of blue screens too. So now let's turn it on. Let me connect it. Man, the back of this PC, bro. It is like, I just want to look at it. See? I just want to look at this back. It is perfection. I think by far this is the cleanest PC build ever for me. Nothing has ever come even close to this PC build. With the cable management, it is a piece of art. Now let me move this a little bit back so I can connect it. And I turn it on and show you the dual $10,000 command center in action. You get the, we don't have a monitor, that's okay. You just want to turn it on. Let's turn it on. We got some RGB at the bottom, so I'll show you that too. Let's go. This one. Everything is connected. Turn this on. It's ready. The moment of truth. No video output, so I might get an error or something. But the good thing about this case, look at that. We just have one button to control the addressable RGB of the fans. Now again, you can use a software. You can use a software to change that. But the thing is, because I don't have an MSI motherboard here, I have to use the Asus software to control the MSI thing, and it just doesn't, like, I couldn't make it work in 30 minutes. And I'm like, why am I even struggling with this? Check this out. Now, this is clipping on the recording because it is very bright. This is also purple. It's not white. This thing looks beautifully purple. And also the front of the case has that thin strip. You check my battery life. Check my, oh, we are 19%. Let me connect the phone. So this front of the case also has the addressable. See, it also has a light. The front of the case also has this light in here. The same strip goes to the side and the front of the case. Man, what a beauty. What a beauty. Yeah, and I really like I can just boom, cycle through the colors here. One button. I think this one is fading away. So this one fades away and it goes back. So it's a different effect. Now these fans look bigger because of the internal reflection of the light. So they look bigger than what they are actually. It's our 120 millimeter fans. We got different colors, so now you cycle through the same colors with this fading effect. It's like breathing. And if you keep this press, you turn them off. Boom. Well, these are all the colors, so this seems to be like a rainbow effect. Now that's clipping on the recording. You cannot see the true color. Everything is a rainbow. You can turn it off. Boom. If you keep it pressed, you turn it off. That is such a big deal. Just be able to turn it on and off with a button. That's a dedicated LED button on the case. Absolutely love it. So I'm gonna close it. I close the whole case, and then I'm gonna make a video about this case. I think it is absolutely amazing. We can fit this gigantic CPU cooler. Look at that. And it fits like a glove. And I'm gonna also close the back too. So yeah, let's leave it there, man. I'm going to eat something. I have not eaten the entire day. I'm gonna give you a view of the dual command center. Let's turn on some lighting to keep up. I really like the yellow color here on the command center. And I lower, see, that one thing I like is I lower the brightness of that yellow. I need to figure out how to control the addressable RGB on these fans with my motherboard's software. But the Asus software is such a mess. It just doesn't work well. It is recognizing the controller, but it was not letting me change anything. So I have to figure that out. Well, thank you very much, George. Thank you very much. You work and live a simple life. That's what's up. I am Cuban. I am from Cuba. Yeah. So let's see if we can get a yellow. Yeah, we have also like a yellow color here. Now this is green. Let's see if I can find a yellow here. This is, wow, this green is ferocious. There you go. That's a yellow color, but it's not gold. To find that gold color, I need addressable RGB software control on the motherboard. I have to figure that out. Oh, there you go. That's a more yellow, golden color right there, like an orange. So we have someone that's from Cuba too. People from the Slavic country, from Spain. We have people all over the world. So yeah, man, really liking this build. I think the cable management is such an important thing to be proud of your build. The cables need to be very tight. So in Cuba we speak Spanish. Solo hablamos español en Cuba. Hablamos español neutral, sin cantar mucho, sin mucho cantadito. Yeah, we do have an accent, of course. Yeah, I don't smoke. I don't smoke anything. I am healthy. See, I'm gonna show you what I was eating for breakfast today. Look, this is my breakfast. I didn't even finish the breakfast before the stream. These are a papaya fruit. It's papaya fruit. That's what I was eating for breakfast. No drugs, no smoking, nothing. Sueno raro en castellano. Claro, estaba escuchando la voz mía en inglés. Es diferente, es muy difícil hablar con el mismo tono cuando tú hablas otro idioma porque, no sé, es difícil. So yeah, let's leave it there. We have Manuel Guzman from Peru, living in the USA. God bless America, the best country in the entire world. Here we are, living the dream with a dual $10,000 PC command center entertainment. Look at that. This one is liquid cool. You lock it when you leave. So yeah, man, let's leave it there. I'm gonna make a video, and I'm gonna peel off finally. The PC is done. This one is just perfection. Actually, this cable management is so good that I'm rethinking. I am rethinking on this one. how can I get it to this level of cable management? How can I get the $10,000 5090 command center to have this professional level cable management? I think it's harder because the power supply is high on the case. It's not at the basement of the case. I get it aesthetically, having the PC going like just glass all the way down is really nice. This one goes glass until here, and then you have the basement. That's a different design. But this is a more traditional design. It makes the cable management way easier. It makes more sense. That's my experience. So I'm going to share that. You want to learn Spanish? Spanish. Try to find a TPR and TPRS method to learn Spanish or any language. That's the method that I use to learn English. You're bad at cable management? Me too. Why do you think we spend like 16 hours doing cable management? Because I suck. You have to just have patience. See, just go very, very slow. Oh, what happened? You dropped a super chat? I didn't see it. Wait. Sorry, George. I don't see the super chat here. You mean you tried to do it and it didn't work? Let me know because I don't see it here. Let me close the pop-up chat and maybe see it on the video. Oh, I don't see anything. So I guess you tried and it didn't work. I can speak English, French, Arabic, but Spanish is tougher. Oh wow, you speak multiple languages. You're doing pretty good. Yeah. So I'm very happy with this. I sent one. I said you should name your PC the Girl Boss 3000. Oh man, I didn't. Maybe. Sorry, man, I didn't see it. Thank you very much, George. So which one should be the girl? The Girl Boss 3000? This one? I don't know, man. I think I don't have to think about it. A good name for it. Oh, man. The Girl Boss 3000. So yeah, man, let's leave it there. Let me get the monitor out of the way so I can show you a good angle of these PC. I want to show you the lighting side by side. I think it's the monitor is reflecting. If I do this, yeah, we're getting the reflection of the monitor out of the way. There you go. Now this one, show you this way. I'll give you a good shot. I'll give you a clean shot of the two PCs before we finish. There you go. Of course, this one looks all, like a matte finish because I have to remove the peel. This one still has the peel. But I was waiting to finish the cable management to do that, of course. Gonna peel it off because the cable management is done. Gonna peel it off. Get this out of the way too. Now, there you go. Woo! Man, I absolutely love the dual command center. Which one is gonna play the Girl Boss Sony games more? Well, those are harder to run for some reason. They usually suck. So it's gonna have to be the 5090 PC. No, this mouse, so this is like my office, wireless mouse and keyboard. This is the one I would use for actually using the PC. I would use these right here. I have this mouse and keyboard combo. This is my mouse, my gaming mouse. I also have a wireless gaming mouse, but the battery doesn't last at all. So I have to, I would have to, to get more batteries and all the time, and so I don't use it. So this PC turned off by itself because it seems you have no video, nothing, no peripherals connected, nothing. It turns off. So yeah, let's leave it there, man. Thank you very much for stopping by. I'm gonna make a video. Peel this off. Peel off the display for the liquid cooler. We're living the dream, and I'm gonna probably stream. God bless you too, man. I'm gonna probably stream Hell Is Us today. So yeah, let's leave it there. Thank you very much for stopping by.